Blockchain, IoT, driver efficiency, semi-autonomous, fuel efficiency, tracking and management. These are the things that we care about. Today at Transparency 18, folks, we have over 40 presenters from technology and solution providers that represent some of the most complex computing technologies on the planet.
But sometimes the simple things don't have a tendency to work quite the way they're supposed to, like vendor payments or even payments to drivers. Because the critical thing is, if these payments don't get initiated, you've got that driver out in the field with that $1 million load that could not happen. Those associated revenues to that load, eliminated. That business relationship, eliminated. This is something we just can't have happen.
Quite simply, corporate payments are misunderstood, overlooked, and really not very sexy. Driver retention, better vendor management through instant payments, those things are sexy. So I want to introduce you today to TransCard's PayNuver platform. PayNuver's core is utilized by over 250 financial institutions to augment their own bank cores. Dozens of payroll companies issue thousands of payroll disbursements every week. Leading research institutions use our secure APIs to securely and anonymously pay drug trial participants. County and state governments utilize it to better manage child support payments. And yes, fleet logistics companies use it for fleet services.
So let's take a look at some of the things that David mentioned initially. Blockchain, logistics, fuel, tracking, all of those things share a common denominator. And that common denominator is that they're all part of the commerce ecostructure. What we want to do is we want to trade this for something else.
PayNuver's fully developed web API platform allows logistics companies, trucking companies, and software developers to make payments instantly with instant documentation and instant gratification. Let's see an example. Let's say you have a driver that you need to pay and she wants it on her payroll card. Done. Let's say she wants something a little easier. I don't know, a virtual card delivered directly to her phone that she can use instantly. Handled. Maybe she needs to write a counter check for a lumper. Done. Maybe she wants to use MasterCard Send. MasterCard's answer to Venmo and Zelle. Handled, no problem. These are easy solutions. What's something a little more complicated?
Let's think about one of our vendors calls us up, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They say, you know what, David, we've got to have payment today. Not a problem, because on the PayNuver platform, utilizing our same-day ACH functionality that's already incorporated within it, you can put funds from your account directly into that vendor account by 6 p.m. that same day.
And same-day ACH, it's still relatively new, and it is fast, but it's not really sexy.
Sexy. How do you define sexy, David?
Well,
What's sexy to you?
I'm an IT guy. Sexy to me would be a tri-party smart contract on Ethereum where the driver, the trucking company, and the logistics company get paid simultaneously when the driver breaks the geofence of the receiver.
Pretty good, but you know, I really enjoy money. So I'd love to see a multi-million-dollar corporate disbursement sent over the Ripple platform.
That's pretty good. I like multi-million dollars. Maybe some of the people here do too. Bear in mind, the payments that we're talking about do not require you to be PCI certified. They don't require that you understand Reg E disclosures. Hell, he's going to do one here in a moment. He's not even sure how they're going to receive their funds, but he knows they're going to get them.
All right, so let's take a look at an example. Let's assume that we had a driver call in off the road. They had a tire repair, a tire went out, and they've called dispatch. And they said, you know what, I need to get this fixed immediately. So utilizing the PayNuver platform, very, very simple. You're going to create a payment. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to input in that driver's unique ID. So we're making sure that we're paying that right driver. Next, you're going to put in a payment description. So in this case, I put in that it's for a driver tire repair. And then I'll put in the amount. $50. So $40 for the tire repair and $10 for him to get some coffee. And then I'm going to input in an optional feature. It's called a digital confirmation or a digital signature, because I want to make sure that that driver actually gets these funds, right? He's out there waiting for it. I don't want him to stress, nor do I want to stress. And then finally, I'm going to attach a simple memo document to this message that's going to go out to that driver. It's going to tell him that, hey, $40 is for the repair and $10 is for you. And then I'm simply going to hit create. Done. 20 seconds, and we've created an entire payment for this driver. So what's happening right now out in the world of the internet. So the driver's out in the field. Literally, he gets a text message. Says that he's been paid. He's thinking, that's unbelievable because I just called the dispatch office a few minutes ago. So using the fingerprint scanner on his phone, he's going to log into the Paynewver application. So from there, he'll simply go into the inbox, and he will literally see where he's got that payment that we literally just sent him. He'll see that it's for $50, and then he'll notice that it requires an endorsement. This way, he makes sure that his boss knows that he's received this funds, and he'll literally sign for it. So what's happening now is literally those funds are moving from that company's account into that driver's disbursement account, okay? So now you'll see where that $50 that we sent that driver is now sitting there. The driver has the ability to move those funds, it may be into his bank account, write a check to himself, or even put it on a virtual card. But one of the other options is a disbursement debit card. So for this particular application where he needs to pay someone, that's the best solution. So literally, all he's going to do is move money from that driver disbursement account to that debit account. He's going to move 100% of those funds, hit confirm, and bam. Now, those $50 that was in that driver account now reside on this debit card that he can now give that vendor to pay for that, and also take this card, go to the point of sale, and get some coffee.
Now, to be sure, I don't want you using Paynewver's payments portal. I want you using fast, reliable REST APIs. You can use text, XML, or JSON objects. Then we're going to load all of that into Microsoft Azure. Then for you, the customer, we're going to let you log in to the leading business intelligence platform for Gartner, Microsoft Power BI, because that's what it's all about, information and relationships. Ed, why don't you give somebody that $50? You guys have some cocktails on us and enjoy Transparency 18.